All right, let's get into this. We're going to do a single Pisces energy update. So, friendly reminder, if you need anything from me, you can find it at SweetSoulTarot.com. I have another channel down below. I have a Patreon, I have social media, I have readings, I have courses and workshops. Everything I offer is down there. Okay. Somebody could be trying to approach you in a deceptive way, so be careful of that. Somebody could be flirting with you. This person could be trying to make some sense of effort, but I do feel like this person's being deceptive. So this could be someone who's going to approach you and love bomb you. This could be someone who's going to approach you and you don't know that they're married, or you know that they're married, but they're acting like they're single. So just be cautious of someone approaching you and wearing a false mask. I also feel that some of you could be having maybe some sort of friend or something like that trying to hook you up. They're telling you to allow yourself, let your friends help you. Allow yourself to be open to maybe who other people would bring to you or hook you up with. Because I think you could be in for a shock. All right, let's see. What do we have? Ooh. Love yourself first. Okay, so you're in a season of loving yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So maybe that's where you're at right now, Pisces. Maybe you're getting to a place where you're respecting yourself on a whole other level. You're loving yourself first, and you're allowing your heart and your soul to sing with joy that maybe you haven't felt in a long time. And it's really making you attractive to people, even people who maybe shouldn't be messing with you or trying to mess with you, with that deceptive energy coming up. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You're radiating love right now. You are radiating a wounded energy and the fact of, you know what, I've been through hell. What's that song? Been through hell and back, I can show you vouchers. But there is something here where you're really learning, you're understanding what the universe has brought to you and why you went through certain things. Some of you could be in a place where you're really tired of doing things on your own. Some of you are going to say, yes, Danielle, I've been loving myself. I have been showing myself a lot of self-respect, but I'm tired. I'm feeling like I'm constantly at war and having to fight for myself. When is it going to be over? When is it going to be my turn? And there could be a juggling energy here of whether or not you're ever going to get what you want, what you desire. Yeah, some of you, you know, maybe there is an energy here where you don't feel like people are flirting with you, or you don't feel like there is this very carefree, fun energy that you once felt. They're telling you to have the strength and the courage to remain strong in a time where you maybe want to fold. Be careful of opening yourself up to an indulgence energy, to someone. There could be someone approaching you. Okay? This person could want you to choose them in some sense, form, or fashion, but it could lead to disappointment. So I feel like what they're doing is they're telling you to just be aware of who you're allowing into your environment and who you're entertaining. There is going to be someone who's deceptive. It's going to be very small, very minimal. There is going to be some sense of disappointment or heartbreak that's going to come from that. Okay, again, that could be the person that I was picking up on that could be married or could be unavailable in some sense, form, or fashion. They're also telling you that there could be something here coming up, whether or not you're ever going to, again, get that love. I feel like a lot of you have been putting the effort, the time, the dedication into having a new future. You know, maybe you have been working on childhood wounds. Maybe you have been trying to date different people. There's something here where you feel like, yes, I'm making progress and I'm going to get what I want, but am I? I think you're starting to doubt. Am I holding myself back from love? Am I being too picky? Am I being too unrealistic? There's a part of you that's getting restless. There's a part of you that's getting tired. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of thinking that it's never going to be my time to have what everyone else has. They're telling you that the relationship you're going to get is worth being patient for. But if you're not careful, you are going to allow yourself to entertain or dabble with people who are going to disappoint you, who are going to break your heart. Because maybe there's something here where before you truly get to know what you need to know to see if it's fair, to see if it's just, you make a decision, a quick decision, a decision that maybe you know better than to make. Depending upon how old you are, depending upon what you've been through, depends upon what you know. You know, that's your experience. But I think all of us can say that sometimes if we don't know what someone's intentions are, or what are they really there to stay? Are they here for a good time? Are they here for a long time? Do they actually have someone else attached to them? How many of us have went into something so quickly that we realize, oh crap, what did I get myself into? Because I know I have before. And I think there's something here where they're telling you, just be cautious of having this carefree energy, so much so that you might fall flat on your face and wish you could have chose different. Okay? So, loving yourself first, what's this going to take you to? You're having a hard time seeing the bigger picture. You're having a hard time understanding. You could even, for some of you, you could be having a hard time seeing what the universe is offering you. There could be someone around you, or it's like there's an opportunity or a person that's going to be around you and you're not going to notice them. It's like if it doesn't smack you in the face, you're not going to see it. Why? Because you're having a hard time really seeing the opportunities the universe is giving you. There is a sense of discontentment coming out. There is a sense of, I'm bored. I'm tired of showing myself the self-respect. Come on now. That is you at this moment. And I feel like they're saying, you know what? We hear you. But if you do allow yourself to get too much into this energy, you're going to find yourself entertaining people that you know better than to entertain. So you could find yourself, you know, working, putting in a lot of effort, time, and not really feeling fulfilled. There could also be something here for some of you that if you allow someone from your past to come back, or if you don't allow yourself to end something that's not feeling fulfilled, you're going to continue to feel discontent. You know, let's say that you're single, but you're entertaining John or Jill down the road. Let's say John or Jill's not really making you happy. They're not really wanting to go in the same direction as you, but you don't want to be alone. You're a little bored. You want to have someone to chill with, hang out with. But what you're not seeing is that doing that, giving that the space, the time, the energy to have your dedication, so to speak, is hindering you. So I feel like what's happening here is you're allowing yourself to cut off anything that has been not worth it. But I do see you maybe feeling weak. You are going to feel here coming up, I don't know how much more of this I can take. You know, maybe some of you are going to start feeling a little alone. Maybe some of you are going to start feeling a little emotionally vulnerable and really, you know what I'm getting is like your emotions being all over the place. Why am I getting this? Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. Some of you could want to reunite with someone. Some of you could be having a hard time cutting someone off. You're seeing it clearly that something's not making you happy. And that it's going to be a missed opportunity, so to speak, because that's what it's meant to be. But maybe some of you are wanting some sort of reunion, some sort of celebration. Some of you, what's going to happen is you're going to finally boss up and make the choice to cut someone out because something's going to be so burdensome you can't take it anymore. Okay. So, fluck a duck. And I think what's going to happen then is something's going to come in really quickly. So when you bring this ending, what's going to come into you? There could be some sort of communication. some sort of offer. I'm getting really hot all of a sudden. Like I'm having a major hot flash. That's very interesting. You could be doing a lot of self-reflection on the fact that someone you've been attached to or something's making you really discontent. You're ready to let it go. There could be, again, something here you've not been ending, but it doesn't make you as happy as it used to. Some of you, this is a family member or a friend that's getting in the way. And you could be recognizing that you don't have the place or the ability to put in the effort, the time, the dedication, and you're feeling really discontent, but you're recognizing that you have to make some sort of change, and you've been reflecting on how something's been unbalancing you. So again, it's like when the going gets tough, it's going to get even tougher. If you're single right now, you could definitely feel a lot of heavy energy coming in that you've not expected. You could also feel like you can't win for losing with the people that are going to be approaching you. Again, these are going to be people who are not available emotionally, mentally, spiritually. These could even be people who are literally married. And I feel like there's going to be a part of you that's going to be very attractive to these people. And I feel like there's something even here that's going to be like, oh, the nerve. But you have to ask yourself, where should you move forward? Is this going to be a disappointment? Yeah. Making sure you see clearly what's going to work and what's not. Okay, so how are other people seeing you right now? Someone who's holding back, someone who's a little guarded, someone who's thinking about what's fair, what's just, someone who, yeah, there's an energy here, people seeing you as someone who's like, you know what, maybe love isn't meant for me. Maybe I'm not supposed to be happy. Maybe I'm not supposed to be fulfilled. There is an energy here of, I don't get people worth having. I don't get people worth holding on to. I don't know why, but I never have. That's how people are viewing you. They view you as someone who's really guarded when it comes to what's fair and what's just. And you don't feel like you're ever getting that, which is making you even more guarded. And it's making you even more determined to find that perfect partner for you. I'm telling you, after you put some sort of ending in place and you fully cut someone off emotionally, mentally, energetically, and you really recognize where something has made you so unbalanced, it's been really hard to overcome. It's like within a few weeks, somebody new is going to come in for you. Someone who's determined, someone who's going to be the epitome of emotional fulfillment. But I feel like if some of you have got like a situationship you're holding on to, it's getting in the way. If it's like an ex that you guys aren't together, but you're still hanging out, something here is getting in the way of your forever. And it's you finally closing something. And maybe some of you have been putting in the effort, the dedication to something here that's not been fulfilling. And they're asking you to allow yourself to see what maybe you've been missing. Because there's an energy here of you being stressed on whether or not you're going to get wish fulfillment. And you are. But you also have to recognize that wish fulfillment's possible. And that you could be blocking it. You could be getting in the way. And there could be a final decision that you're going to end up making about some sort of friendship, collaboration, something in divine timing that you're going to cut off. This could be the family members who are smothering you. And they're getting in the way of you being able to have an adult connection. You could be in your 40s and still not fully understand what an adult connection feels like, because maybe your siblings are always in the middle of it. Maybe your parents are always in the middle of it. Maybe your kids are always in the middle of it. There's definitely something here where you're not settling, but there will be a moment here coming up where you're gonna feel the weight of your choices. The weight of, but this is what I want. There are some people in life who settle. I don't think you're the settling kind. What I'm getting is that you've been patient. You know that what you want, you will receive. But maybe it's been hard to get you there. Maybe there's been times where you've asked yourself, am I crazy for wanting this? Is what I'm wanting even possible? You know, you've really second guessed it. But it's like in the last stretch of this, your willpower and your strength is going to kick in. And you're going to fully make the decision to push someone to the curb that's been getting in the way. Someone who's unbalanced you. Someone who's made you feel like what you wanted was not practical. And I think you've done a lot of self-reflection on that. And it's made you hunker down even more on the fact of, but it is possible. It just isn't possible with you. And that's your self-respect kicking in. That's you saying, well, you don't have to respect me enough to think I know what I want, but I do. So that's very interesting. I think in divine timing, you're going to fully allow yourself to end something that maybe at one point it was hard to think about ending it, letting it go, walking away from it. But I don't see fulfillment happening there. I see discontentment. I see boredom. I see feeling maybe misunderstood. Yeah. And your woundedness could even have come from that. There could be a very battered energy that's come from that. Waiting on some sort of equal give and take. Until then, building your independence, building your confidence, waiting for some sort of wish fulfillment, feeling anxious, not wanting to regret letting something go. Some of you are going to juggle whether or not you're going to regret letting something go or walking away from something, and the answer is no. The answer is no. But I do see here coming up you saying, oh, but should I? Should I regret that I walked away from that? Should I have maybe settled? Should I have whatever? Detach with love so you can see the truth. It's time to decide. See? See. Someone could regret rejecting you. They could have felt like it was a passionate only connection. Something could be unfolding in divine timing where you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to place a boundary or you want to go towards some sort of union. That is going to be up to you. If that's the case, there could be a lot of confusion around reuniting, and if an offer is being offered. This also could have been a connection that really connected you guys to your higher self. That really connected you to maybe a deeper learning, a deeper seeing. And could have connected you to, again, respecting yourself enough to say, wait a second, I'm the emperor. I'm going to get in my masculine energy and I'm going to make a decision that will benefit me. I've got to think about me. And if that's that person you're leaving behind, they could be wanting to come back. And you're needing to decide, are you wanting to leave it or take it with you? My dog's dreaming. You could be dreaming about this person. You could be really on guard, on defense with this person. Yeah, what did I just say? Guarded about a leap or a risk. Wanting to make sure that something here is healed. Could be 4 months, 4 years, 4 weeks. Doesn't have to be. Oh my goodness. So, you have to decide what you want. I need security. Okay, that could be something you're saying, Pisces, is that you need a secure connection. You want someone who's going to tell you what you mean to them, how they feel. There could be something here where in the past this person couldn't let you get close to them and there was a sense of denial. And now that they could be wanting to tell you how they feel, you have to decide what you want. They wish that they treated you better. They wish that they could go back. But maybe your self-respect and you really demanding your worth has put yourself in a different position. You get to decide, do you want to end this? And there's discontentment for how this has been. So you're either going to demand a new version of them or you're going to demand someone completely new. For each of you, it's going to be different. If this is a new version of them, they're coming as a cups. So King, Queen of Cups is going to be someone who wants to be open with you, wants to be vulnerable, That's going to be a huge improvement. But if they don't come in that way, I feel like they're telling you to acknowledge where disappointments will be brought to the surface and acknowledge where you're not content at. There's something here about effort, dedication, putting in the work, and you not feeling content. You not feeling satisfied with that. So they're saying you need more or you have to dip out. And for some of you, you are going to dip out. And for some of you, this person's going to come in and tell you that they love you, but that they couldn't let you get close to them. And maybe there's a sense of disappointment and sadness that comes from that because they left themselves out in the cold. But that connection could have really wounded you and made you have to choose yourself first. And it could have really unbalanced you to where you had to self-reflect and see where you had to move forward. Yeah, you got to decide. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.